Hey y'all. Easter is over, the bunny has bounced, and I'm left with a lot of leftover ham in the freezer. So today, we're going to give that ham a little glow up and make us a nice, cheesy ham and pasta casserole. With a side of green beans, because you know, we want to make it a little healthy. And some mini strawberry pies, because, you know, self-care. So come on, go with me and let's go turn this post-holiday ham into a crave-worthy meal. Now today I'm just making a very simple ham and noodle casserole. Very, very simple. I have some leftover ham from Easter. We had put it in the freezer. We still have some more in there, but I thought it's time to start using some of that up if I can. Keith is in town, so he's not a huge casserole lover, but I believe he'll be fine eating this one. So I'm just going to trim any fat off of this ham. And then we're just going to cut it up in small pieces and get it ready. I'm going to do that as I'm trimming. I'm just going to cut it. Just in little bite-sized pieces. Okay, I've got the fat trimmed away from the ham. This is how much ham we have, and that's going to be plenty for an 8x8 casserole. Now, the recipe that I'm using calls for twice as what I'm making. I actually just cut the recipe in half since Keith is home, and there will be seconds for us if we want seconds, or there will be leftovers. But this is enough for half the recipe, so I'm just going to put it back in the bag that I had it in the freezer bag, and I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator for now because I'm not ready to cook just yet. But I wanted to go ahead and get some of the prep work done. Squeeze all the air out. Go put it in the fridge. I have these little mini graham cracker pie crust that I have in my pantry. I got these for free at Publix because they were BOGO and I had a coupon. Anyway, it was a whole thing. And it made them free. So I had stocked up on them. And we need to get these used. So, I mean, we've got till September 6th. That's the best by date. But we're going to go ahead and see how many of these we can get used up today. Now, I don't have a whole lot of this strawberry glaze left. See, just that much. You can see the bottom. But I'm going to put it all in this bowl. And then we will use however many strawberries we need to use to get the last little bit of this used up. Now I've got about 7 strawberries right here, and these strawberries need to be used. I've been sending them with Keith in his lunch this week. But these need to be used up. I'm just going to cut these in small chunks, especially since we're using the little mini pie shells. I'm going to cut them in little small pieces and just right up into this glaze right here. And we're going to get that mixed up. I'll keep my eye on it. I don't want to get too many strawberries. I don't think it's going to take all 7 of them. That's okay. If I have 1 or 2 left, I'll just eat the strawberries. I like strawberries. Okay, that's 5 strawberries that's cut up in there. Yeah, we need a couple more strawberries, so I'm going to at least cut the other 2 up in here. And if we need some more, I have some more in the fridge. These smell so good. And I can tell you right now, that one I just cut up in there, you can smell the sweetness of it. Let's get a couple more strawberries. I think that's a little too glazy for me. You might hear my little dog dancing around in here. She knows I'm cutting something up, and she don't know what it is. But she loves fresh sliced cucumber. And whenever I get a knife and start cutting something, I believe she thinks it's cucumber. And she wants it, so it's It's not cucumber today. She can probably have strawberries. I'll have to double check on that and see before I give it to her, but I know she loves bananas. Okay, I added 2 more strawberries, so I think that's going to do it. We have a total of 9 strawberries in this glaze. And keep in mind, that was not a whole container of glaze. That wasn't even a quarter of that container. And it's made an entire bowl. So let's get these little pies made up. Okay, so let's get these little pie shells filled. We're just gonna scoop this in there till we get them filled up. Now, I don't want them too full, and I'd like for each one to have some in it, so let's just see how many we can get. That made 4 little mini strawberry pies, and I've got 2 pie shells left, so I think we'll make a couple of chocolate ones. But we're going to get these 4 put up, and I believe, yeah, that's not going to work. Let me get a rectangle. Okay, so I got 4 little mini strawberry pies. Now when we get ready to eat them, that's when we'll put our whipped cream on them. I'm not going to do it right now. I just believe it'll be better since I'm having to store them, if I don't put it on just yet. Now for these last 2 little pie shells, we're just going to make us a little chocolate pie by taking, I've done this before and I've shown it in a video. I don't even know which video, but you're just going to take a little snack pack pudding cup. Now mine are sugar free. You use whatever you want to use. I'm just going to take this pudding cup. I'm just going to stir it up real good. And I'm just going to fill this little pie shell with it. Now we're going to use the whole pudding cup on there. Alright, and same with the chocolate pie as with the strawberry. If we want whipped cream on them, we'll do that when we take them out to eat them. Okay, there's a quick little chocolate pie. You can use sugar-free, full-on sugar. You can use banana. You can use whatever flavor pudding you want and make you a little mini pie. I'm going to get the other one filled, and we're going to get those stuck in the fridge. Okay, in the fridge they go. I've got this dinner started by putting my green beans on first. All this is a can of Allen's green beans, and y'all have seen me make these 100 times. All I add to it is a little black pepper, a little onion powder, and I put in a small spoon of bacon grease. I've got it on medium heat. I'm going to bring it to a boil. Then I'm going to turn it down, and I'm just going to let it simmer while we make our casserole. I've got an 8x8 casserole dish, and I'm going to spray it with some nonstick cooking spray. I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it to the side while we get everything else going. I've got me a pot of water back here on the stove. I'm going to go ahead. I've got it turned on a high heat. I need it to come to a boil so that we can boil some of these egg noodles. Now, I'm using a half a bag, and this is a little more than half a bag, so I'm just going to have to judge what I'm taking out of here. I'll put them in when the water starts to boil, but until then we're going to add in a little bit of salt. It's not quite boiling yet, but I'm a little impatient, so we're going to go ahead and dump those egg noodles in. That was 5 ounces. I actually weighed it out. I went 1 ounce lower than what the recipe calls for, simply because I think that's going to be plenty. And if I'm wrong, well, I guess I just learned my lesson, didn't I? Okay, these are starting to come to a boil, so I'm going to turn these on a medium heat. We're going to let those cook al dente, but in the meantime, we're going to make something else. I've got me another saucepan right here, and I'm going to put about a tablespoon and a half of butter in this saucepan. I've got it on a medium heat, and we're going to let that melt down. Now we're going to be making us a homemade cream of chicken soup substitute. I have cans of cream of chicken soup, but since I cut this recipe in half, I only need a half a can of soup. And I really don't want to be trying to figure out what to do with the other half of that can of soup in the next couple of days. So we're just going to make us a substitute. So I have a 1/4 cup of very hot water, almost boiling. And I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of my bouillon. This bouillon. And I'm going to pour it in here and just get that mixed up really well. Just let it dissolve. Now my butter is melting right here. I'm going to take it off this heat for just a minute because I don't want it burning. Okay, back to our butter. I want to go ahead and I'm going to add in a 1/2 tablespoon of flour. And I'm just going to stir that around, let it start making a paste. Now once this is nice and smooth, you want to pour in a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. You also want to add in a 1/4 cup of milk. Just continually whisk it. You want to bring it to a gentle boil until it thickens. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add me a little salt in here. And a little black pepper. You're just going to season that to taste. Just get that all mixed in. Continue to whisk until it comes to a gentle boil and it starts to thicken up a little bit. And when that happens, you're going to have the homemade equivalent of a 1/2 can of condensed cream of chicken soup. My noodles are finished. Let's get them drained. I've got my noodles drained and I've returned them to the pot. Now I'm going to add in my homemade cream of chicken soup. I'm going to put the ham in that I chopped up earlier. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stir all of those ingredients up together. I'm going to season to taste, and we're going to use some pepper, some black pepper, and some garlic powder. And get the seasoning stirred up in there also. And it calls for a 1/2 cup of sour cream. I don't know that I have that much, but I'm going to use what I have left in this carton. And we're going to make that make do. How about that? Mine was probably more like a 1/4 cup, and that's fine. Now I'm going to get that stirred up around in there also. Okay, here's what we're looking at. We're going to transfer this to our casserole dish that we had greased. It smells good. Now this calls for shredded Monterey Jack cheese. I don't have Monterey Jack. I do have some mild white cheddar, so that's what I'm going to use on the top of this. You're just going to sprinkle it all over the top. Now we're going to pop this in a 350-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes until this cheese is all melted and bubbly and delicious. Okay, this is my ham and noodle casserole, fresh out of the oven. I'm going to set it down over here and we're going to top it with a little bit of dried parsley. It looks pretty good. I just hope it tastes good. Keith said him too. We're going to set it over here to the side for just a minute and let it set up. He's got his plate.
Alright, people. We're finna give it a go.
Blind reaction. We've never made this before. Well, he's still eating it, so that's a good sign.
Well, I'm trying to get some more of it. It's not bad, but it's missing something.
It's missing something. What's it missing?
No, it's kind of blandish.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
I mean, it's edible.
I'm gonna have to taste it, see what it's missing.
Yeah, you the expert on that, not me.
Thank you for your honesty, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I've got me some green beans. Give me some of this casserole. I'm going to give it a taste too on camera so I can maybe pick out what is missing. Keith said it wasn't bad, it was good, it's just missing something. It's a little bland. And I want to see what that something might be.
Onion.
So let's give this a taste. He says onion. Let me check it out. Okay, I'm going to give it a taste. I've never eaten this either. I've never cooked this, so it is good. He's right. It's good. But it is missing something, and I think you're actually right. I think it's missing onion. I think he's right. I mean, it tastes good, but it is missing something. Anyway, next time I make this, I'd put onion in it. Maybe even a little bit of crushed red pepper. Maybe. Who knew leftovers could be this good? Even though me and Keith both agreed that casserole was missing something, it was still good. I told him while we were eating, I should have went with my gut on that when I was doing that recipe, and I should have added in some onion or some peppers and onions or some jalapeno, something, because I knew that it wasn't going to have the taste that we're used to. We both like a lot more flavor in our food, and that was just a little bland to us. Other people may have found it just absolutely delicious. Because like I said, it wasn't bad at all. It was actually good. Just missing something. That's okay. We still got strawberry pie. Those little mini pies are sitting in that refrigerator, just waiting on some of that whipped cream. I might all go check on them. I'll see y'all later. But wait, don't forget to like this video. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite leftover recipe is. Share the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell too so you don't miss out on any future uploads. I'll see y'all later. Okay, y'all, I'm in my jammers. I gotta be quiet. Keith has gone to bed. I forgot about the pie. We're gonna put some whipped cream on it. Okay. That looks good. Okay, y'all. Now this, it's not missing anything. I don't know which is better, this or the strawberry shortcake that I had the last time. I think maybe the strawberry shortcake would win. Yeah, this is delicious, but I think I like the strawberry shortcake better. Okay, I'm really going to go this time.